Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Warren's Hands Outreach Podcast. Welcome. We're so excited to have you a part of our podcast today. We appreciate you chiming in with us today. Even for those who are listening to the replay of this podcast, we welcome you into our podcast today. And we thank you for taking the time out of your day today to be a part of our Life Self-Empowerment podcast, because we're increasing and catapulting empowerments and self-sufficiencies within every area of life. We welcome you in. Before I get started today with our empowerment topic today, I invite you all to follow us on all social media platforms. We're at Twitter. We're at Facebook. We're at Instagram. We are at Periscope, and we're at Podcast Where You Are Now. We appreciate you again, and we welcome you into our Life Self-Empowerment podcast today. Welcome. I wanted
to come and share really quick empowerment message to empower your day. Yay! And of course your life. Yes! All right, that empowering message today is Soar. S-O-A-R. Soar in where? Your mind. Soar in your mind. That is our empowerment topic today. This topic today is going to increase and catapult life self-empowerment. Guess where? In the mind as well as in your life, okay? So that's what this topic is all about today. For those who are looking to soar in their life, okay? And for those who are looking to increase and catapult areas in their life with those multiplications and accelerations and empowerments and increase-ments and achievements and or accomplishments. Okay, that's who this video is for today. Okay, so again, our empowerment topic today is soaring in your mind. Okay, to soar simply means to rise high, to fly, to rise high, to excel, to rise higher. That's what I'm just going to leave it as that definition. There's so many more definitions, but this definition in particular I'm using is going to be to rise higher, okay? To fly higher, okay? And in retrospect, it's going to be more so we're rising higher in your mind. A higher way of thinking, far as with thinking, from, let's say, thinking from an old, thinking from removing the old mindset into a new mindset. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Removing the old mindset into a new mindset, meaning that if you've done things that is not working for you, or that's not bringing those increases or accelerations and multiplications and empowerments to areas in your life, then you want to, you want to soar higher, much higher in your mind, beyond those things that you have previously have done, okay, that has not worked, okay? So today is soaring higher in your mind, okay, going higher in your mind with those things you're desiring to do and to be and to have, and so much positively more in your life. You want to soar higher in your mind today, because everything starts in the mind. It really does, okay? Again, I done a previous videos, I should rather say. I did two of them in reference to thoughts, okay? That's the same thing. The thoughts are connected to, the mind. Of course, you got to think it in order to verbally express it through statements or words. And then, of course, you express it through actions, okay? But in this case today, of course, it's soaring higher. This is the topic today, soaring higher in the mind, okay? Soaring higher in the way of thinking, like what are those ways you are thinking that's not producing in your life, that's not bringing those accelerations, like as I reiterate these elements that's not bringing the multiplications nor the empowerment in your life, or the things you're desiring to do, to be, and to have, and to go, and so forth in your life, okay? If the old way of doing things is not working, then you're going to have to get a new way of doing things, far as with, of course, these things should be positive, okay? Positive methods and strategies, okay? Everything should be positive. Okay? So you got to get a new way of thinking, far as with soaring in the mind, far as with soaring higher and rising higher with those things you're trying to do in your life, okay? All right, whatever it is that you have a desire to do. And again, it should be positive. It must be positive, okay? Because if it's not positive, then it's the opposite. And we don't want the opposite, okay? Because the opposite of positive is negative. And no one wants to I'm hoping that no one wants to have a desire to experience negativity in their lives, okay? But this message is for those who have a desire to rise higher and in their minds, through that positive thinking, through that doing things differently, to give you the results, the positive results that you desire for your life, okay? It's going to make a big difference in you and yourself, okay? And it's going to take you to do it, all right? To be able to do this here. Because it's possible to be done, it's able to be done, and guess it's able to be done all through you, okay? All through you today. So today, soaring higher in your mind, rising higher to the occasion, rising higher in your mind, okay? Using your mind to be able to, in a positive, creative way, again, that will bring the multiplications and the increase-ments and the accelerations and the empowerments and your desires of what you desire to do and to be and to have and go and so forth in your life, using the mind, soaring in the mind with those things, to make it happen for you today, okay? And not just today, I should rather say every day, because your mind is connected to, your thought patterns and all that. It's all interconnected together. Everything is interconnected together. The mind, thoughts and mind, the words, verbally expressing it through words and statements and actions. All these elements are interconnected together, okay? So what happens up here, it's verbally expressed here, and then you implement it out in actions, through behaviors and actions and things like that, okay? So that's, so it's all interconnected. So today, soaring higher in the mind, okay? Using the mind to, to help you in such a way to, with thinking positive, with doing those things you are desiring so much to do in your life, okay? And that is my empowering message today. It is so possible to be done, okay? All through you, okay?